Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Week 16 of the 2016 NFL season. The Buccaneers and Saints today are playing from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in a game that literally means nothing except where you are in the draft. And, well, Tampa Bay has that spot clinched up. However, Tampa Bay has another agenda. They want to play spoiler. They beat Dallas last week in Dallas. Can they beat New Orleans and get possibly more recognition than they should? And then next week at Carolina, can they beat the division leader? Well, if they do that, they will finish 7-9 on this season. So let's get into it. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Tampa Bay up 3-0. That is Coby Fleener from Drew Brees. And Coby Fleener has the Saints first down. Now 2nd and 6, 4 yards later from the Tampa Bay 45-yard line. 5 minutes to play now in the first. HB delay to Mark Ingram goes over and somersaults towards first down. 6 yards on the carry. 1st and 10 from the Tampa Bay 38-yard line. Shotgun Brees. 3-step draw. Picked up by Kwon Alexander. And come on, man. You can't leave him undefended. Pick 6 to the house. Kwon Alexander, first pick 6 of the year. First interception in a while. And Tampa Bay is reeling 10-0 now, pending the Roberto Aguayo PAT. This one intended for Mark Ingram. Ingram never looked for it. Kwon Alexander did, though, and he had backup in Levante David. So the Buccaneers out to a 10-0 lead. We're still in the first quarter, so defense showing their strong suit, something Tampa Bay hasn't had of all year long. New Orleans ball after that. Pick 6 by Drew Brees. Brees now from his own 25. He's going to find his man, and that is a first down. A big chunk of yardage to the 45. 1 yard later brings up 2nd and 9. I formation for the Saints. Ingram in the backfield. Brees, he will take the snap. Man in motion is Brown. Brees, quick fire, picked up by Levante David. Oh my goodness. Correction, Daryl Smith. Picked off again. The second INT of the quarter. Dirk Cutter is loving it. This one was supposed to be a slant route to Coby Fleener. Daryl Smith jumped it perfectly, and it's Tampa Bay ball. So, with Tampa Bay ball, play action. Winston, he'll roll right. He's still looking. He goes down. 2nd and 16 now. Cameron Jordan, the former Dolphin, on the sack. 2nd and 16, 2:30 to play. 10-0 lead for the Bucs. Again, play action. This time, Winston not going to get sacked. Dumps it to Doug Martin, who's back from his injury. So Charles Sims is the backup. But on this play, Charles Sims said, "Coach, I'm not a backup. I can run with the best of them." Charles Sims, the third, wide open. James Laurinaitis on coverage, and you're going to win that matchup. Charles Sims, 10 out of 10. 17-3. Bucs on top. We're in the second quarter now. First scoring play for the Saints, or scoring drive rather, came with 12 minutes to go in the second. So now they have the ball back again, and this drive is still continuing. 7:40 to go, 3rd and 3. 3-step drop for Brees. Brees on the sidelines, and that is caught by Coby Fleener. 4 catches, 44 yards, and that's all he's doing so far. Now I formation. Strong toss to the right. Ingram stutter step. Gets past another. And Kwon Alexander will shove him out of bounds. But the Saints are driving from the Tampa Bay 30-yard line. 5:40 and counting in the first half of play here from Louisiana. This one caught by Brandon Cooks. You haven't heard his name mentioned at all because, well, that's his first catch. Now 2nd and inches from Tampa Bay's 2. 4:30 to play. Bucs up 14. Bucs gonna bring the house blitz, and they get to Ingram not before he picks up a new set of chains. So from the 1 yard line, 1st and goal. Heavy load set to the left. However, Tim Hightower goes right, and he punches it into the end zone. So Hightower makes it a one-possession game, 17-10 Tampa Bay. 2 minutes to go, and unfortunately for New Orleans defense, there was enough time for Tampa Bay's 2-minute drill to go to work. Shovel pass to Doug Martin on the slip screen, all the way down to the New Orleans 31, 1:20 to go. Winston uses true clock tactic because why not? You don't want to give Drew Brees any more chances this half. So on 2nd and 3, Winston rolls and he will slide to the New Orleans 24. 3 rushes, 2 yards for Winston. Next play after a false start, Mike Evans. He picks up 17. Timeout called by Tampa. 16 seconds now, 2nd and 5 from the New Orleans 7 after a Doug Martin run. Winston looking. He has a man, and that's down to the 1-yard line. Timeout Tampa Bay. And with 10 seconds left, we are going to see Doug Martin in the game. Guess what? This is something he hasn't done all year long, if any, really. Doug Martin can walk into the end zone, and it is an even bigger Tampa Bay lead before the half. Doug Martin puts the Bucs up by 13. Roberto Aguayo's PAT has the lead at half. So at half, 24-10 Tampa Bay. We saw stellar defense last week in Dallas. We're seeing even better defense today in Louisiana. So with that said, that 7-9 team looking pretty good right now. Your Bucs are sitting at 5-9. This win would put them at 6-9, and of course, next week's game against Carolina, the division winner, because there's only 2 weeks left, and they have a 2-game lead, and they've swept Atlanta, they've swept New Orleans. It means nothing for Tampa, again, just to play spoiler maybe for Carolina's playoff hopes, lower seed, tougher opponent, stuff like that. So that's the highlights go through. What do you think about the Tampa Bay season so far? What have they done right? What have they done wrong? And what do you want to see in the offseason with the NFL draft? Who should Tampa Bay go after? All that will be answered in the offseason portion of the franchise. But guys, leave your suggestions down in the comments below right now during this video, so we have some extra intel when all that happens. Time to get back to the second half in this football game from New Orleans, and let's get into it. 24-10, 13-30. The Buccaneers are driving from their own 25 to now their own 35. 1st and 10. Winston, he'll load up deep, but it's intercepted. The drive falls short. Kenny Vaccaro picks it off. That one intended for Adam Humphries. Humphries not tall enough, but it's okay because Drew Brees is feeling a little giving. Christmas might be over, but you know what? Drew Brees doesn't care. Chris Conte picks it off right after they turn the ball over. So, Tampa Bay now, play action. Winston to Evans. Evans makes 2 miss. Makes 3 miss, and finally brought down by James Laurinaitis to the Saints 22. Up 14, this is a great spot. Winston now 1 yard shy of 250. 2nd and inches from the New Orleans 12. Snap to Winston. Winston quick fire. This is to Austin Seferian-Jenkins. He'll go down in the red zone and pick up a new set of chains. So now from the 5-yard line, 10 minutes and counting in the 3rd. Winston, lone man backfield screen. Marquise Colston walks in. 31-10 Tampa Bay. And folks, that would really be all she wrote for New Orleans offense. 37-20 will end up being your final. Tampa Bay adds 2 field goals. New Orleans goes on a 10-0 run, but again, that's not good enough when you're already down by 24 at least. So, final play of the game right here. Brees will connect this pass. Unfortunately, no timeouts, and a touchdown in this scenario is not worth 16 points. So, Sean Payton loses, and Dirk Cutter wins. Tampa Bay, 2 in a row. Again, this means nothing except for a possible trade proposal in the offseason, or guys wanting to re-sign, showing that their team has life, stuff like that. So, your final from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in Louisiana today. 37 Tampa Bay, 20 New Orleans. Tampa Bay will go and face Carolina next week in the final week of the regular season from Raymond James Stadium. Once again, leave your suggestions down below in the comments on what you think Tampa Bay should look forward to in the offseason coming up before the 2017 NFL season. We'll see you later. Have a good one.